as the other monkey grinder here is Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Jon Anderson. Jon Anderson, who
kind of floating in the middle of nowhere there.
That's right. We lovingly refer to Jon as Obi-Jon-Kenobi, the all-seeing, all-knowing, all-wise one here. From a technology perspective, he's a true Renaissance man. He knows a lot about a little, or a little about a lot, depending on which way you want to go with that.
There you go.
But Jon is a veritable fountain of information. And to be honest, frank, and truthful, he's got more skills than Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, that was a pretty good line there.
That was awesome.
Jon, why don't you, for those who don't know you, that may have been living under a rock for the last 20 years, but no, for Jon, for those who don't know you or haven't met you, why don't you give us just a little bit of who you are, what you do in the NetVPro environment, just go over misdemeanors, not felonies, and then we can jump into stuff a little bit, but talk a little bit about just who you are and feather that into the role you have here, and they'll understand why you and I are talking together, I think.
Well, I started off in the telco industry, or the telco segment of the business, and worked for US West, which is the telco up here, for 10 years. Followed that up with working for a few different companies doing network installation, troubleshooting, phone system installation and troubleshooting. Just general, I was the guy that when the other guys went on site somewhere and broke something, it was my job to fix it. So I just pretty much ran around in a van all day by myself and fixed things.
Remember, misdemeanors, not felonies.
Right.
Was it a white windowless van, Jen?
It was, in fact. It had a refrigerator in there. It had a 24 pack of dew in there, man. Got lunch. I'm ready to roll.
You could chill pop.
Oh yeah, nothing to it. Then I got into the IT world when I wrecked my knee and needed to find somewhere where I wouldn't need to be climbing on ladders so very much. So and ended up working for Paul. I went to work for another company. Paul bought that company. I ended up working for Paul. He moved on to concentrate on NetVPro, and then I came to work for him a couple of years down the road. Been here ever since. And my job here is pretty much jack of all trades, mentor of new guys, researcher of issues, just generally gopher. Paul tells me what to do, I do it.
And when we have two things to actually point out there, one is that you actually work for Paul in two different businesses.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and he
So
hired me the second time.
I say, you're a glutton for punishment. We've learned that already. Right. And then part of what you do at NetVPro is you help us handle licensing, right? You work with our vendors and you do a lot with licensing.
Yeah, that's a big part of my tracking the licenses and making sure they get renewed on time, that kind of thing.